love this crust. This is so good.
Wow. This is...
So I just attempted to curl my eyelashes with this curler I think that I got from e.l.f. Does it matter if you buy a more expensive eyelash curler? I just kind of assume they're all really the same. What more could they really do if you spent more money on one? I don't know, maybe I'm totally wrong, but I'm not someone who typically curls their eyelashes. I either just throw mascara on or I don't wear anything on my eyelashes at all. I'm actually very lucky that I do have long eyelashes, but you don't really notice them unless I have something on them. But I want to test something new out today. Also, if you can hear the birds, it's because I have the door open right now and sometimes they go a little bit crazy. I went ahead and got this clear brow and lash mascara from Amazon. It is the e.l.f. brand, and I typically, when I want to go for more of a natural look, I get the brown mascara, but still I find that that's a little bit too harsh for what I'm going for. I want it to look really natural, more so like the look of a lash lift and tint kind of vibe. But I love the e.l.f. products because one, they're super affordable, but also they are clean beauty, cruelty-free, and vegan. I feel like these days it can be a bit challenging to find non-toxic makeup or beauty products in general, and even just from the lotion we use. I feel like they add so much unnecessary stuff and really bad fragrances that we just do not need to be sitting on our skin. And while I still use makeup that might not always be the best, I am trying my best to incorporate more products that are better for my skin. And if e.l.f. is doing it and keeping it at a super affordable price, I can't imagine why other makeup brands couldn't follow that. It's nice that it's dual-ended like this because you can just use one side for your brows and the other side for your eyelashes, but I am just going to use this for my eyelashes because I love this brow product so much from NYX. It's the NYX Brow Glue. I use this all the time. And my other favorite, which I used today for my brows, is the L'Oreal Brow Lamination. I like how compact it is, so it's easy to take with me on the go in my little purse or whatever. So I probably use this L'Oreal one the most on a regular basis just because it's nice and lightweight and I don't really need my brows to be like totally locked in place all day. But when I do need that, I like to use this NYX one because I know for sure my brows are not going to be moving. And I'm pretty sure they have tinted colors in both of these as well. I just kind of like to use the transparent shades. So I'm just going to take the little spoolie here and run that through my lashes. So that is with one coat on this side, which I don't necessarily see too crazy of a difference, but maybe just slightly. But I'm gonna do the other eye and then wait a minute and then apply another coat. So the consensus is, I would say it's very subtle. Don't know that I love it, but I don't necessarily hate it either. I do wish it could have lifted them maybe a little bit better. I also have another non-toxic e.l.f. product I want to try. This is their Cream Glide Lip Liner, and I got the shade Mauve Aside. I feel like I have to be careful with lip liners because a lot of them pool a little bit more of an orangier undertone, which looks terrible on my skin tone. Finding a more neutral shade can be a bit challenging, so I'm really hoping the shade looks lovely for being only $2. And I just went to a CVS to pick this one up, but if you watch any of my other vlogs, you know my favorite lip liner of all time is from NYX, which is also very affordable, and I feel like they stay on me for a very long time. And this is in the shade Nude Beige, and I do like a couple other shades from NYX as well, but this lip liner shade is my absolute favorite ride or die that I can always count on. My only concern with this shade is maybe it might be a little bit too dark to be more of a natural kind of beigey look on me, but the other ones just looked too orangey. And if I'm going to be using a lip liner, it has to be the wooden lip liner because I just think they apply a lot nicer and stay on a lot longer. I don't know what it is about the wooden ones versus more of the plastic kind of retractable ones. Those just, I don't like the formula of those. This lip liner glides on so effortlessly. It is easy to kind of get a little carried away with it. And I just did my top lip so you can see for reference the color difference. I will say I think it's a tad bit too dark for me right now, but when I'm a bit more tan, I feel like this lip shade will look really nice with my skin tone. But for $2, this ain't bad at all. I actually think it's really nice. But I am going to tone it down a little bit with my Nude Beige lip liner. I feel like if I ever go too dark with a lip shade, I can always kind of conceal it with the Nude Beige color over the top, and it makes it, you know, a bit more natural. And over the top of that, I'll just take some of my Burt's Bees tinted lip balm, and to top it off, I'm going to go in with one of my favorite products from Merit, their tinted lip oil. However, this is just the clear one. It doesn't look like it anymore because I've used it so much, so it's kind of the shade of my lip liner, but this was in shade Bel Air, and I'm pretty sure this shade is discontinued now, which is so sad because I pretty well use it every single day. It's just a good go-to clear lip gloss. But if you are a gloss girly, I highly recommend checking out these ones from Merit. I love how it feels so nice and light on my lips, and it's not tacky or sticky at all. The other day, me and Devin walked to the Americana again, which is a good way to get our steps in, and also it's a popular spot here in California, and we also live close to it. But regardless, I wanted to mention that I popped in the Goodwill there the other day, and I only ended up getting 3 things, mostly because I didn't make it past the first 2 racks before Devin was like, all right, you ready to get out of here? Because I could genuinely spend a good 3, 4, 5 hours even in a Goodwill. But also we still had to make the trek back home, which is a little over 3 miles, I want to say, so carrying more than 3 items of clothing can get a bit heavy after a while. But because I've been having thrifting withdrawals, I thought I would do a little try on haul for you of the 3 things I got. First up is this eraser back style tank top from Adidas, and this is in a size extra small, which I like because it's a bit more snug and is perfect for when we go on our little hikes and walks and stuff. Something like this is really nice to throw on over a little sports bra even. I just have this plain white one on underneath, and I loved the nice contrast with the black with the white stripe in the middle. I thought it gave more of a 90s feel. And it has the eraser back style, which I thought was really cute for a fun, sporty feel. And I'm used to more of the pricing in the Midwest, which is a bit more reasonable, but sometimes even then Goodwill is just out of their freaking mind with some items. But for this being $7.99, the Adidas name brand, I didn't think it was too terribly bad considering they always mark up the brands like this even back home in the Midwest. So she was worth it because it's something I know I'll be wearing a ton. And then I have these pants from Forever 21, which these were gonna be $7.99, but the deal at Goodwill was the blue tags, everything was $1.99, so these were well worth it in my opinion. These are in a size small, and they're just a classic yoga pant with the fold over on the top here, which I'm very into right now. Again, this is just another basic that I know I will wear the hell out of, so I will definitely get $1.99 use out of these. These are the perfect length on me, and I like that they're more of a boot cut versus a flare. And on the tag here it says it's 93% cotton and only 7% spandex. And because Forever 21 essentially doesn't really exist anymore, I guess these are technically vintage, right? But $1.99 for almost a full cotton item is such a find. And that's the thing I love about thrifting so much, is you can find some good quality basics that are still in pretty good condition or sometimes new with tags. And lastly are these shorts I found from Abercrombie. I thought these looked so vintage, especially in their iconic washed navy blue color, and these are in a size medium. I got these for $5.99, which I thought was a great price, and because they're in a medium, I like that they sit a little bit lower, but I just had to have these because they were so nostalgic to me, like something I would have sold my right hand for in middle school to own these shorts. But they just have a nice relaxed sporty vibe to them, and I know I will wear these so much. So for those 3 items, I only ended up spending $15.97. So I know that wasn't a big haul by any means, but I haven't really been doing any thrifting since I've been here, so those are really the only items I've picked up recently. But I truly do feel like thrifting in the Midwest is where it's at, because you can find some more basic items but also still some unique things for pretty affordable prices, versus sometimes here in California I feel like they can just mark things up just because it's in California. Also, I've been putting in the work on getting a tan. Can you tell? I do feel a little bit darker maybe, and that is because one of my favorite feel-good hobbies is to read out in the sun. It makes time go by really fast, but also there's just something so pleasant about getting lost in a book, sitting out in the sun, getting some UV rays at the same time. And not to mention, these 2 books I just read are so freaking good. I actually mentioned them in the last vlog if you would have seen that. I had given you a review on some of the books I had previously read, and these were ones that I needed to read, and I'm pretty sure I finished this one in 2 days, and same with this one, because the storylines were so like crazy wild but also good at the same time. So this was one of the books Devin had picked out for me to read, and I was a little nervous because I thought it was going to be a bit scary because of the cover image here, as you could see why. And I've never heard of this author before, but I thought this was a great read. It definitely has some twists and turns in there, and I thought it was kind of cool how they have some drawings in the book, which I've never really read anything like that before, and I just thought that was a cool added feature. And then I have this book which I really enjoyed. I started it when we were in Malibu, which you would have seen earlier in this vlog. I think we were there reading for about 4 hours. I got all the way to chapter 30, and I just could not put the book down. It was just so wild and intriguing to me. I did not know what was going to go on in this book at all. At every point I was like, okay, maybe this could happen, or maybe it went this way, or maybe this didn't happen, or it was a lot of going back and forth about, okay, like how did this actually go down. Again, this is another author that I have never read any of their books before, and don't get me wrong, this book is a very crazy out there kind of read, but when I got to the end of the book I was like, damn, that was good. But one of my favorite activities that me and Devin do is when we drive down to Malibu and go to Sand Mountain, which is literally just a big mountain of sand on the side of the ocean, and you just have incredible views, and it's right there on the PCH. So it's the big sand mountain, the PCH, and then the ocean. And not to mention, it is just the absolute perfect sunset spot. And a lot of the times we go to that spot even just to watch the sunset, and we'll bring some food with us, have a little picnic, and it is such a vibe. And Malibu is definitely one of my favorite places here. It just has such a special place in my heart. So anytime we get a chance to head that way, it is just as beautiful as it is the first time you see it. It's such a surreal feeling. I feel like driving on the PCH, it's just so much beauty to take in at one time. So that's why every time that I'm on it anyways, I just feel just so grateful to be there in that moment. And the only downside about Sand Mountain is it is the furthest down in Malibu. You have to go past a lot of the more popular spots there, which are also great spots to stop at, but I don't know why we are always just kind of gravitating towards Sand Mountain, and it's just really convenient to pull off on the side of the road there and just kind of hike your way up and lay out your towels and things. And yeah, it's just such a vibe. So if you ever get a chance to head that way, you definitely have to check it out. So Devin has started this book, and now he has this one to read as well, so I'm sitting these on his nightstand to finish. So I just went to put these shorts away only to realize that I have a problem. Well, this is on my little kind of crop top things up here. Then I have my drawer down here that is just filled with shorts. And as you can see, it is very stuffed. So I need to go through these and try to condense this down. Okay, so I have these Nike ones that I thrifted. So I think I'm gonna keep these and maybe get rid of these ones because they're a very similar vibe. And I think these are a bit more high-waisted, which I don't like, but I really like this brand. It's called Lorna Jane. They have really great quality things, a bit more on the expensive side though. So I don't know, I like how these look a little bit more retro, but these are just such a good classic and I don't think I need both. Or shit, do I need these? Now that I have them on, I'm like, wait, these are really cute and flowy. Kind of like how they have a retro feel. Oh. Why is this so hard sometimes? Okay, but I am gonna get rid of these. Same with these because I truly don't ever wear them. Also, these that I thrifted, I actually don't like how they fit. Same with these boxer style shorts. I do think they're really cute, but the fit, something about them is a little off. Same with these shorts I thrifted. I think these are gonna have to go because I really wanted them to work. The fit is a little bit too high-waisted for me and it's just not super comfortable. Gonna end up getting rid of these as well because I just find myself not really grabbing for them. I haven't worn them in so long. It actually comes with a matching sweatshirt that I don't really wear either. And the quality of these are just so nice, but I don't wear them. I feel that these are just not my style anymore either. But this is that matching sweatshirt I was talking about, which it is really cute. It's just not really my vibe anymore either. I thrifted these Nike ones. These are a keep. These Adidas ones I thrifted are a definite keep. I really like these ones that I thrifted. I'm a little on the fence with them just because of this drawstring looks a little funky, but I feel like I could put a different one in there and then I would like these even better, but I like the loose baggy feel of these. This Nike Skort that I thrifted is definitely a keep. I haven't been able to wear her yet, but the fit is really good. It's super comfortable. And like, how often do you come across a skort, especially in this material and where it's a little bit shorter like this? I thrifted these biker shorts from Adidas. These are definitely a keep. These shorts are a definite keep. They're from H&M. They're just a classic lounge short and I like them in the soft yellow color. These Adidas shorts I thrifted are a definite keep. And these are the shorts I was wearing earlier. These are from Adidas as well. I wear these so much. Definitely keeping these. Okay, to be honest, that was kind of a fail, but at least the drawer closes now. But hey, I did get rid of this many shorts, which I don't even understand how these just fit in that drawer. The get rid of pile has grown slightly. I found a few more activewear short things that I just don't really wear anymore. So I've been doing a bit of outfit planning. That is what this big pile is here. And now I'm all hot and sweaty from trying everything on because it's, I think, 90 degrees today. Or at least I know there's a heat advisory today. It definitely warmed back up this week in LA, which I am just, you know, absolutely thriving in. But the hair had to go up because, whew. But if me and Dev end up going on our little vacation getaway this upcoming weekend, then the video after this one will be a dedicated video of outfits I'm planning on packing with me for Miami, which I have never been to. And if you follow along here on my channel and you are subscribed, you know around this time of year in May we always go to Vegas, but we wanted to switch it up this year and maybe try out Miami because I've never been. I know Devin's been when he was way younger, so we wanted to kind of experience it together, of course. So I'm hoping the video after this one will be all of the outfits I'm planning on bringing with me. So make sure you are subscribed if you are not already so you don't miss out on that video. I just made this giant ass smoothie that I totally did not think was gonna be this much. My eyes definitely deceived me, but nonetheless, she tastes so good. It's just my usual banana, coconut milk, coconut yogurt, and some of the triple berry medley that's frozen. And the Califia milk brand that I usually use, I saw that they had a new one, at least new to me anyway. I've never seen it before, and it only has 4 ingredients in the coconut milk, which I thought was amazing, and it tastes really good even on its own, but I love it inside of the smoothie. I'm not sure if they're gonna have it at the Target back home in the Midwest, but I'm definitely gonna look. But some of the Targets out here in California are just on another level. Obviously California is definitely ahead on a lot of things, but I eventually feel like I see it trickle back home in the Midwest. It just kind of takes a while. And back to book talk, I picked up these 2 ones to read next. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read either of these books yet. But I think I'm gonna start with this one, First Lie Wins. Never read anything by this author before either. And of course I had to pick up another summer book read because the last one I read was so cute, and I've heard some good things about this one. This is also another author. I've never read any of her books before, but it says 6 summers to fall in love, 1 moment to fall apart, a weekend to get it right. So that's kind of all I needed to pull me in. I feel like this is going to be a good read. But I always like to have a book on deck just for even when I'm flying and being on the plane for a long time, and this really makes the time pass by so fast than always counting on my iPad to watch a show or a movie. Sometimes I just get tired of looking at a screen, to be honest. So I also always like to use a bookmark for my books. I know some people will just turn the page down, which I used to do that, but now I can't read it without my bookmark. I don't know what that is. The hummingbirds have been going absolutely crazy all day, I'm sure because it's so hot out. So they've just been fighting over that damn feeder all day, when I never understand that because there's like 6 feeders on this one big jumbo thing. I'm like, we can all share. It just looks so nice out today. Not my bananas out there getting a nice little suntan. I'm trying to get them to ripen a little faster. Also, my cactus is just getting taller and taller. Even this little cactus over here, I feel like is taken off pretty good. But I think I'm going to end off today's video here because I don't want to get it too crazy long for you. I hope you enjoyed today's little vlog, and I'm also excited for the video that's coming up after this one. So stay tuned and subscribe if you are not already so you don't miss out on that video. And even give this video a thumbs up. But if you are already subscribed to my channel, I just want to say how much I appreciate you. And thank you for even clicking on today's video and being with me here in this moment. It means so much to me. I love you, and I will see you in my next video.